Well, welcome to the Fragrant Nut. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're returning, hey, glad to have you back. Hey, we're going to talk about a fragrance that was actually created in 2023 and then turned around. And this perfumer, and everyone probably knows him, he's a great perfumer, and that is none other than Quentin Biche. He did both for Amouage Guidance in 2023 and then turned around and did Guidance 46. Now let's say perhaps some of you may like one better than the other. I do. And we're going to talk about that one right now. So let's get into that. So I got a couple of meal sizes so that I could decide if I would want to pull the trigger. And however, my wife wore this one night to the movie Sinners. And man, this thing was smoking hot. And I tried on one arm and one on the other, and then I just, one outshined the other. And I'll tell you which one that was. But here we go, Guidance. Now, Guidance start off with a pear at the top, and then it also has a hazelnut and albano. In the mid, they both are similar in the mid, but in the Guidance 46, he really throws the kitchen sink at that one. And we're going to talk about which one is significantly better, whether that was a good idea or a bad idea, in my opinion. And perhaps some of you out there may share the same opinion. But in the mid, he's got osmanthus, rose, saffron, and he has some jasmine sambac. And in the base, he has sandalwood, vanilla, ambergris, and some kind of new synthetic type wood that I'm not familiar with, and that is called Aggie Gallowwood. Anyone know about that one? Let me know. But and so it's supposed, I guess, from Guidance, the fruitiness part of it, of course, will be coming from the pear, and then the floral parts would be coming from osmanthus, a little mossy smell, but the rose and the jasmine sambac. And I can imagine why he used jasmine sambac rather than jasmine grandiflora, and that is because jasmine sambac tend to be a little bit more suitable for men to wear. I have like actually the latter. But and then it has ambergris in there, and of course I don't know if there's any synthetic ambergris out there, which comes from the whale's vomit, but it has a sweet kind of smell to it, salty also, of course, oceanic. But then we're going to talk about this other one, Guidance 46. Now here, he in the top they're similar, but then he threw rose water in there and some bitter almond, some pink pepper, frankincense. Of course, it's also in Guidance, and hazelnut is also in Guidance. But in 46, we have rose water, and then we have pink pepper, and we have bitter almond. In the mid is where nothing changed. It were all the same: osmanthus, rose, saffron, and jasmine sambac. But in the base, it's everything remains with the vanilla, the ambergris, the Aggie Gallowwood, but then he added cypriol and ambrette. And ambrette is a synthetic musk. And so in this one, it says it's also a powdery, I don't know where the powdery part is coming from. Perhaps it's the osmanthus, because typically the powdery might come from iris, and I don't think there's any iris in here. If it is, it's not. I can't find it anywhere. And then there's the almondy smell as a nutty, along with the hazelnut, and then with the rose water, that of course that sweetened it up even more so than Guidance, and then. So, in my opinion, The winner is Guidance 46. Just truly a powerhouse fragrance. I didn't particularly care for Guidance. It was, I don't know, maybe it wasn't sweet enough. Maybe I don't understand how, but I'm glad he came out with Guidance 46. If I had to pull the trigger, I would imagine if I had bought Guidance and then turned around a year later and smelled Guidance 46, I'd be selling that bottle right away and picking up Guidance 46. I even tested it on my wife and did not let her know which one it was that she wore that night and which one maybe perhaps it was a favorite. But again, Guidance 46 came out the clear winner. So yes, what else could have possibly sweetened this up? Well, they both had vanilla in there, so I don't know if that that couldn't have changed it, but perhaps maybe. And then what's unusual is he even added more of a woody smell in the base of Guidance 46, and I'm not a big woody fan. However, yes, clear winner, Guidance 46. Tell me what you think about it. Do you think it's full bottle worthy? Do you just think that you'd get a decant and you'd be satisfied with that? Have you tried the two? Have you compared the two? Do you think that Guidance is better than Guidance 46 or vice versa? But Quentin Biche is a very good perfumer. I also believe he did Hibiscus Mahaja and some others. He did a lot of work. The guy is really a great perfumer. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hit the like, subscribe, share. I will be coming back at you with some others, some more Amouage too that I haven't checked out in a long time, and some of the newer ones that I've been steering away from. Sometimes I see the things that are in there. If you become really familiar with the type of notes you like, sometimes you become biased and you don't want to try anything new. And as a reviewer, sometimes you have to try some, but you almost know what your nose knows. And so, I think that was kind of corny. But anyway, Guidance 46. And always remember, keep smelling good. I will. Bye.